Also, share us your, radiating love to the world, and what's the world giving back?
I think for me that is like, look, we all have gone through so much in our lives, especially, like in my case, I've gone through a lot. But I think for me, what happened is that I started understanding, even though when I was at my deepest, my darkest, like I'll say like a few months back, when I was at my worst, I started understanding, okay, so like I gotta stop putting love or giving my energy to people if my self-love, so it all starts with yourself. You cannot love other people if you don't love yourself. And the thing is, like, you hear this a lot, like, oh, you gotta love like unconditional, you gotta do this for your brother and sister or your partner and whatnot, and forget to take care of yourself. So when you forget to take care of yourself, that's how you get depressed. Let's say you're not vibrating, and I think when it comes to like love, you have to learn how to love yourself. You legit have to learn how to love yourself. Like, what are the things that fill your cup? And I tell people, like, you gotta before you jump into a relationship or a business or whatever it is, you gotta make sure you're not bleeding, because you don't want to bleed into others, if that makes any sense. Because if you're not in the right mentality, let's say business, you cannot jump into business with somebody else, because that business, guess what? That business is gonna fail 100%. On a relationship, if you're having healed from your past relationship and you're still bleeding from that relationship, the next person, guess what? You're gonna bleed into that person, And it's our job as our selfish job to heal first and learn to love ourselves, like unconditionally. Before even you love your parents, before you even love your kids or your spouse, you gotta love yourself. So I learned that. So what happened? I started taking care of myself. And the moment I started flipping the switch and say, I'm gonna take care of myself, I gotta be selfish, me. Then all of a sudden, like, things started happening. Or not to me, but or if that makes any sense. So people have to understand, if you want to change, you gotta love yourself. How do you love yourself? Start eating better, sleeping more, drinking more water, hydrating, taking care of your body. You gotta take care of your temple, mentally and physically and spiritually. Huge, man. You gotta put God first. You gotta take care of your mind and you gotta take care of your body. When you put those three things together, believe it or not, I don't care if you believe in God or not, your life is gonna start to change.